Hey, welcome. I just got a message that I did not see, so hold on. Um, hey, Salt, if you're listening, read this for me. Hold on. Okay. So, how you guys doing? I am doing wonderful. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I actually don't have a lot of time. I normally do not do a stream like drop of a dime. I usually give time like an hour or so for people to, you know, come here and see that I'm going live. So this is like last second. So I know a lot of people saying one of my subs sent me an article with this cease and desist. Now, here's the interesting thing. I have not heard back from Jim about it yet, but I don't doubt it for 1 second based on, and I'm going to show you guys all where it came from, based on the legitimacy of the law firm, on top of the fact that Jim has been making rounds going through everywhere to speak about this case. And we know the family doesn't like him speaking about the case. So I don't doubt that part of legitimacy about it. But I felt like this was something that needed to be seen based on Jim promised me certain things and he's not following through. I've already yelled at him. We've had arguments this morning. We fought, and I'm not one of these creators that milk my subs. I'm not one of these creators that lie to my subs, and I always keep my subs in the loop, and every one of my subs knows this. So when Jim failed me for a second day that he can't do this tonight or he's not, I felt, you know what? I'm going to go tell you guys. But the good news is that it's not stopping me. I mean, whether Jim comes through or not is not an issue. I have, as you guys know, because he was in my live the last 2 nights, is so that Salt guy. I can't remember his screen name, but that Salt, he's boots on the ground out there and found some really interesting information about what's going on out there. He also said there are meth labs, lots of them, but it's much bigger than them just looking at a couple of things. I'm not going to get into a lot of information on it simply because he wants to confirm everything, but there are certain things that I can tell you. And I'm going to get to all that after, but let me get this done and over with. So my sub had, thank you, True Crime Addict. My sub had sent me this news article. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that has the cease and desist attached. Letters like telling the news to stop reporting news. Kind of, sort of, not really. Hey, Sammy, kind of, sort of. With the cease and desist, they can't stop him from having an opinion. They can't stop him from, saying what he wants to say. What worries me, and I really mean this, what scares me about this entire thing, this isn't like someone with no money filing a cease and desist. That really can't do anything. Like if I hired an attorney, I don't have tons of money to hire an attorney. So my cease and desist would kind of be handwritten with an attorney's name. You know what I mean? But when you have a lot of money, a cease and desist is serious. And we know that Dylan's family has money. That's what worries me about it. And that's why I wanted to talk to Jim. Like, don't take this lightly. Yeah, but the grandparents aren't. Like, don't take this lightly as, oh, I don't care, because they will sue you and they will win. So, I don't know the actual terms of this cease and desist. Yeah, she's negative, but the grandparents aren't. The grandparents are the ones that put up this $100,000 reward. The grandparents have money, big money. So, hold on. Buka! So don't mistake the grandparents for the mom. They may not want to get her out of debt or anything, but he owns it. I don't think he owns the team. So, yeah. And again, the mom being in debt, and I've said this before, the mom being in debt doesn't necessarily mean that that's why Dylan was taken or kidnapped or killed or whatever. I don't think the mom has anything to do with it. So money doesn't mean the law. You are correct. Money does not mean the law, but money does buy justice. If you have enough money, you'll probably get out or win your case or whatever it may be. Yeah, I haven't seen a proof of Candace is dead either. That's the other catch. All right. Hold on.
Mom,
Yeah.
can you wash my clothes at some point?
Yeah, I will. I'll have everything ready.
Okay. Oh my nose.
All right. East Idaho News. Yep. Hold on. Why is it not opening? Oh my God, why is it not opening on my phone? I mean, on my computer. Hold on. Okay. Published today at 1 p.m. By Nate Eaton. Family of a missing man from eastern Idaho is demanding a private investigator stop his involvement in the search for their son. Dylan Rounds, 19, vanished over a month ago while farming in the rural town of Lucin near the Utah-Nevada border. He last spoke with his grandmother on May 28th. Since then, nobody has heard from him other than a pair of Rounds boots on the property. There has been no sign of him anywhere. James Terry with Gulf Coast Investigations in Florida has been investigating the case, but on Thursday, Idaho Falls-based attorney Ronald Swafford sent Terry a cease and desist letter on behalf of Rounds' parents, Justin Rounds and Candace Cooley. My office has been retained by the Rounds and Cooley families to send this letter to you and demand that you immediately cease and desist your continued non-authorized involvement in the Dylan Rounds case, Swafford wrote. You have made malicious, unfounded, and incorrect statements and have made verbal and written attacks on the Rounds and Cooley families. Terry has spoken about the case on videos posted online, and Swafford wrote that Terry's words are damaging the integrity and effectiveness of the entire investigation. Now, let me state that, to be honest with you, he does have freedom of speech, but if they really believe that it's hindering and not helping, then I don't think it should continue. But that's just my personal opinion. If law enforcement tells them that, not if the parents tells them that, if law enforcement tells them that. Penny, I'm sorry you feel that way. You're free to leave. Do you want your one-way ticket? Because I can give it to you. Terry has spoken out about the case on videos posted online, and Swafford wrote that Terry's words are damaging the integrity. Oh, I read that. Since Rounds disappeared, multiple searches have been conducted in the Lucin and Montello, Nevada areas. The FBI is assisting in Box Elder County Sheriff's Office with the investigation, and people who knew Rounds have been interviewed by law enforcement. Rounds' parents say they're focused on finding. Yeah, I'm going to get into all that in a minute, Sammy. Rounds' parents say they are focused on finding their son and don't want Terry's private investigation to be a distraction. Your actions are diverting the focus from finding Dylan Rounds to what appears to be your own personal vendetta and to promote yourself at the expense of the truth, Swafford wrote. The family of Dylan Rounds do not want to waste their time, resources, and energy with any further action against you in this matter, and therefore you request your immediate compliance. And here's the letter. Swafford Law, overnight mail sent on July 1st. And then it reads, your background and record of services has confirmed your lack of credibility and integrity. This has further been demonetized by your actions in demonstrated, not demonetized. See where my head's at. Demonstrated by your actions in this matter since your release from this matter. We further demand you to send me as legal counsel for the Dylan Rounds family all recordings, memoranda, notes, and your complete file on this matter. Now, an attorney can't ask for that. He just can't ask for that. That has to be signed by a judge, and a judge has to say, yes, you have to turn this over. If, I love how an attorney thinks he could just ask for everybody's files. No, you can't. Unless there is some legality that I'm missing here, like in Utah or Idaho, wherever it is, unless there's some legality that because the parents paid, he has to give it to them. I don't know how any of that works. So I just know where we are here, but a lawyer can't just ask for that stuff. That has to be done. The grandparents, whoever hired him, probably can, but I don't know the legality of, how it all works. So, but that is the cease and desist that he received. And I wouldn't have believed it if it wasn't so much on the Idaho Falls. Now, people think I'm turning on Jim. I'm not turning on Jim at all. I absolutely adore Jim, but I'm also not going to lose a channel that I worked my ass off for, if they decide to go after all of the channels that he's on. It's no case is worth me losing my channel. I'm way too worried about it. But I adore Jim. We have our fights. I've been fighting with him since 2020, I think. When did he go on Molly's? Was it last year? I think it was last year. But, I think Jim is funny. I think he offers a lot. Hey, Tyler, I think he offers a lot. I think he is a little histrionic, but I don't have any ill will towards him at all. I worked way too hard for my channel to just, get sued by somebody who has way more money than I do. Like if I was rich and I could fight it, that's one thing, but I'm sorry, I can't, and it's just not worth it. And I'll be more than happy to work with him on other cases. I'd be more than happy to, talk to him about other cases, or if he wants to work with me, I got no problem with that at all. But on the Dylan case, not so much. Tyler, I have a bunch of stuff to send you. Can you send me a phone number and I'll explain everything? I'm not going to do it online, but when I get off, I have a whole bunch of stuff for you that you can hone in on while I'm away this weekend. There's Salt. Usually a lawyer won't leak this. Well, I don't know who leaked it, but East Idaho News posted it. Nate Eaton. Yeah, I got so much stuff, and I have to hook you up with someone. I said, "Oh, you saw it in the original Facebook group?" Now, I reached out to the mom to try to talk to her because, in all fairness, we have not heard her side. We've only heard Jim's side, and I would love to be able to like have both sides here. And she never got back to me. But I did speak to somebody else who's friendly with her who told me that she can't do media right now for whatever reason. So that kind of made um it kind of made this more valid in my opinion, because if she can't do media, then they don't want media at all. That's what I'm thinking. So Sleuth Mom gave it to her, hey Gravy, for everybody else, Sleuth Mom sent me a letter and apologized and said that she did not mean to act that way, and I respect that, because anyone that reaches out and apologizes for going crazy on someone's panel, I can respect that. Jim made a comment about Nate last night. Oh, really? Yeah, but I don't think like they have many people working for the news station. I mean, we could tell from the audio, like most YouTubers have better audio than they did. Joy, I feel the same way. I feel absolutely the same way, that if my child was missing, yeah, I would be a little more like anybody can look for him, you know? Anybody could look. I don't care if anybody, doesn't matter. And that was the wrong comment. You know, I may have a bad mouth and I may curse a lot, but that's why Tyler keeps me sane. But I may curse, but some of the things that have come out of his mouth for no reason, I don't get. I just don't. And I've told him that. This Candace's way. Hold on. Is Candace's way of trying to shut him up? Yeah, but why is she trying to shut him up? That's my thing, Salt. Is she trying to shut him up because he's right? Or is she trying to shut him up because maybe it really is hindering the case? For example, and I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not like judging or anything like that. I'm just totally throwing this out there. But what if there is this big undercover drug ring going on? All right. And let's say it was a malicious transsexual, transgender drug ring. Who knows? I'm just throwing stuff out there. Okay. So, and the only way that the FBI can get to it is if everybody shuts up. Because if they don't shut up, people are going to be on the run. But, you know, they're going to move bodies. They're going to move this. They're going to move that. Who knows? But you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe there's a reason why she wants everyone to shut up. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Maybe, just maybe, hey, Jenny, maybe, just maybe, they want everybody quiet because they don't want to tip anyone off. That's possible. And I'm giving Candace benefit of the doubt. I'm, looking at it from a legal, like a case legal perspective, I guess you can say, that maybe, just maybe, there's a reason she's doing this. And there's a reason why she needs him to be quiet. Is it easier to just call him and tell him that? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's possible. But maybe there's a reason she's not. I don't know. Did these people get... No, there's no GoFundMe. These, from what I understand, and even from what Jim said, Thank you, Without Borders. Even from what Jim said, this family has a lot of money. I mean, they did $100,000 reward by themselves. No help, no GoFundMe, just $100,000 reward for any information that leads to Jim. That's a big reward fund to put up on your own. It really is. That's not help from the community. That's not help from family. That is on your own. I couldn't do it. I couldn't put up 10 grand, let alone 100 grand. So they have money. And Athena's right. Jim did throw out a lot of statements, but we have not seen any proof that they're true. So we don't know about the mom. We don't know if the mom has $2.6 million in debt. I don't know if anybody's tried to research it. I have not, but from what I understand, other people haven't either. So we don't know if it's true or not. He can rip that up. I don't know if he can control. It is a scare to silence him. I'll put up the thanks, Gravy. Sweet. I knew you loved me. Jim has never said anything that was true. He has several theories. Well, that's not true either. I mean, and what does a cop do? A cop puts together theories. That's what we do as YouTubers. We put together theories. So as a PI, I would imagine you would put together theories. That's what, how you get to the bottom of things. So Emor, that's the other side of it. Is Jim really getting close and he is uncovering stuff that doesn't need to be uncovered because they don't want to get caught? Or is he uncovering stuff that is going to hinder the investigation? No, I have not spoken to him today. That's a lie. I spoke to him a bunch of times today when I yelled at him, but not since this came out. This entire story is a fabrication. What do you mean? No, Jim has not said anything. I text him about it and I have not heard anything. But we also don't know if she's $2 million in debt. And like I said, is this, does she want him to be quiet because he's uncovering things? Or does she want him to be quiet because it really is hindering the case? That's what we don't know. He did not sign a confidentiality order. No, but I think wouldn't that go under, wouldn't that be in a contract though? Wouldn't that be in a contract? Jim's been accepting some donations to fund. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Jim accepting donations. I said that yesterday. Yeah, I would imagine he has a contract, wouldn't he? Another creator showed the debt on a live stream. Okay. But what I'm saying is Jim needs to find out why they want him to be quiet, really needs to find out. Because like I said, if they want him to be quiet because it's really hindering the case, or an FBI, now that the FBI is involved, I would imagine that he should. But speak to the FBI, speak to, not just Candace wants you to be quiet. So that's what I'm saying. I would really hope that he would look further into this. And I was also hoping, being live, that he would pop on and explain this. So we'll see what happens. There's something really sketchy about her. I can't pinpoint it. Well, that's why I wanted to interview her, Nancy. That's why I wanted to speak with her and see if she would come on my panel just to give her side of the story. Yes, he would be slapped with a slander suit. And I don't want to see that happen either. C&D is a shot over the bow if it is, how do I say this? If it is not put out by someone with a lot of money. And some people arguing with me saying, no, money has nothing to do with it. Money has to do with everything. Everything. They want him quiet because of the case, then why not? Well, that's what I'm saying, Rob. Maybe because he's uncovering stuff that I don't know. I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, saying that maybe, just maybe, they did this for good cause in finding Dylan, since the FBI is involved. But then then on the flip side of that is, wouldn't the FBI tell him, cease and desist or contact him? So I'm like all over the place with this. I just don't know. It is because Sofa, it is a motive. I mean, it honestly is a motive. If someone is $2.6 million in debt, and I'll tell you something else that somebody found out this morning. Here's a bombshell of bombshells. Dylan Rounds did not own any land. Dylan Rounds' name is not on any land deeds. So didn't they say that Dylan bought the land, that it was Dylan's land? Well, Dylan's not on any of it. That we now have from boots on the ground. And not that boots on the ground, from salt boots on the ground. He's confirming a lot of different things before I out everything, or I say we, and I'm going to get Tyler involved as well since I'm going away for the weekend. But Dylan Rounds didn't own a single land. There's nobody on there. Nobody named Dylan Rounds owns land. His grandfather bought the land, yes, but he should still be on it. There's no reason he shouldn't be on it. Get Athena F in the call because she's an attorney. Who's Athena F? It may or may not be in his grandfather's name. His grandfather and a partner. There's a reason he goes on others' panels. He's selling his story to the highest bidder. That's what I think, Captain. And I called him out on that this morning. They moved Dylan out there because that has nothing to do with it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Razor, but no, I don't think so. Let's not take away how much interest Jim has caused in this case, because he has. And it disheartens me that Dylan's mom may not realize that. As histrionic as he may be, he really has got a lot of people interested in this case, myself included. So she should be thankful for that. Thank you, Be Botanical. If it's narrative, then she might seize all YouTubers. That's my point. It's very, very possible she will seize all YouTubers. We don't know. And that scares me too. I don't want her seizing me. I know Tyler worked really hard at his channel. He doesn't want to be seized either. Mom's not innocent. She's stopping others, helping find her son. I agree with that too, David. A normal mother would just be glad that maybe she doesn't realize the exposure. Maybe she doesn't realize that, he's brought so much interest to the case. As crazy as he is, he has brought a lot of interest to the case. Huck, why are you telling me? Come on. It's true, though. He has. His mom is a nutcase to walk away from so much help. Yeah, I don't get it either. I really don't. They could potentially help Dylan so much more instead. I totally agree. I don't know why either one of them are wasting so much time. It is disappointing. Tyler, do you want a link? Do you want to try to get on here? You want to try here again? See if it'll work this time? Just don't use a headset. Sometimes headsets are problems. Thank you, Jerry. She can't control what others are saying about her son. All right. She can't control what others are saying about her son, but when there's a close relationship, you just kind of you just kind of do it. Like, I don't know how else to say it, you know? It's like I've always said, whether you like her or not, she's still the mother of the missing child. And if she's asking you to be silent about it maybe call her up, question her, ask her why, something, why is she silencing? I mean, she started, according to Jim and other people, she started silencing a lot of people. She's telling everybody, don't answer the phone, don't talk to this person, don't talk to that person. Um, Trucks, don't have definitive from him. However, I do have the East Idaho News published it. Gravy, I'm gonna ignore that I saw that Tyler is now your new favorite channel. I'm gonna ignore that I even read that. I'm just gonna totally I did not see that. Meanie, you could say your second favorite channel, but not your new favorite channel. Jeez. Instead of seeking lawyers and media, why isn't she out looking for a son? I don't know. I agree, Tyler. Totally agree. Why is everyone afraid of Candace? I don't know. The only thing I could think of is maybe she has money. Thank you, Sammy. Is maybe the money aspect. Maybe she runs a lot more than people know. And Salt, let me ask you, is there any way to find out if mom is a kingpin? If mom is bigger than anyone knows? Because that's kind of I still keep leaning back to that. She works at Costco. Alright, so maybe I'm wrong. No. Oh, that's another thing. Brantley, that's another thing I wanna straighten out. She did not use the F word on that call. She said gay crossdresser. I have the clip. Somebody sent me a clip. So I can play it for you guys. It's gonna take me a minute to pull it up, but yeah, she did not say gay. She did not use the F word. I don't know where he got that from. I don't know why someone told him that, but it is not what was said. She didn't hire him. No, the grandparents did. Yeah, I don't know what she does, to be honest. I really don't. Um, this channel has Joe Dirt canceled because of his sexy mullet? Huh? People don't just drop off the face of the Oh, I agree. But you would think with $100,000, I mean, think about it. If they robbed him for $80,000 or allegedly 80,000, why not come forward with information on 100,000? You know what I mean? I saw a Monkey Mar or Zap girl that she's in debt according to some website. Why would a website show you're in debt? It's not the wealthy parents, wealthy grandparents. I don't think the mom's wealthy. Where does the Freedom of Speech Act come into play? Freedom of speech, a lot of people get freedom of speech wrong. Freedom of speech is no, Clarissa, not backing off the case at all. I'm just backing away from Jim talking about this case on my channel. Big difference. I am not backing away from the case. I am not backing away from anything to do with the case. I am knee deep in this case already. The only thing that I am going to do is I'm not going to allow Jim to come on and talk about this case if this C&D is legit. That's it. Jim can come on and talk about any other case. We can work on any other case, all that. But I don't want to, if this C&D is legit, I don't want to be the one that he decides, hey, who cares? I don't care about C&D. I'll take my chances because then they'll come after me. And I'm not trying to make that happen. So if that makes sense. How am I a traitor? The video with the mom saying is not a gay cross-dresser looks edited. Oh, I don't know, Chris, or is David Chris? David. I don't know. I mean, it's her voice. On my notifications, I went live really, really fast, Karmic. Bye, Revolution. Mods, Revolution, ding, 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 ding. Just want a trip on a one-way ticket to Guam. Give him his ride. C&D made cease and desist. Did he withdraw the money from the bank? Who withdraw what money from the bank? Could be sentence mix. It could be. I mean, I'll play it for you guys. You guys tell me what you think. Hang on. No, not you, Capone. You're stuck here. What email? Hang on, I need a minute to find it. Okay, I think this is it. Hang on. Yeah, Salt is getting some really good stuff. Really good stuff. Hold on, I don't know why my internet is so slow. The most honest person in the room is always the most hated. Amen to that. Well, not necessarily. Because I could think of some big liars that are that don't fit that. I don't know, my internet sucks today. Okay. I don't know why it's so low. But to me, it looks like it was taken right from the TV.
But Dylan's not here to defend himself, and Dylan is not a gay cross-dresser. Trust me. But
yeah, I don't think that's edited. That looks pretty straight up. I'll play that again.
But Dylan's not here to defend himself, and Dylan is not a gay cross-dresser. Trust me. But
yeah, I don't think that's edited. That looks legit. Levy Chanaba, I'm following that PI. I'm positive he's really, and I'm not saying he's not onto something. I'm not, David. The family is, and I agree the family has secrets. Why do they care? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it could be their religion. It really could be their religion. Parents don't really know what their young children. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of religions that will not allow, her kid to be gay and would not want that in the public and would not want that out there because it's embarrassing. I mean, some people still live in the, BC when it comes to gay. So we're talking Mormons, we're talking the middle of the desert, we're talking, we're not talking about Nashville and New York City or even Alabama. We're talking the middle of the desert, these weird ass people, these, It's like the hills of Tennessee. It's just they just live a different life. Like, it's almost like parallel world. Hey, Karma. He clearly went to prom or a dance of some sort. Yeah, I was on her Facebook and found a whole bunch of pictures and videos. Some of this didn't make sense either. That guy JD had sent a whole bunch of pictures and stuff of him. He was on the bike with a girl. I don't know. Just some of it doesn't make sense. I don't know why they bleeped out gay crossdresser. I really don't. Maybe it was just that particular channel, that particular broadcast. I don't know. Sad that Dylan's all alone out in the desert, dependent on the creek. That's true too. We could also be with Lana. I said that the other night. I said this could be as simple as Occam's razor. The most obvious answer is what happened. I totally agree with you. Dylan has teenage sister. Oh, I don't know. It was on YouTube bleeped. Oh, okay. I agree. My child comes before anyone. I don't know why she wants everybody quiet. I don't. Dylan runs an online public school. Maybe he didn't participate at the brick and mortar school. I don't know. East Idaho News. Rob, East Idaho News. If you want, I could show it again. I better yet, I could just drop the link. Here's the link. Yep. Because PI knows she's involved somewhere in this. And David, you could be 150% right. Welcome, Brian. You could be 150% right. I don't know. I've had my doubts, but it's very hard when I do not, I have not spoken to her. So it's hard for me to say. I don't know who served it to him. It looks like it was overnight or mailed. You never went to prom? I don't know, Ella. He has not contacted me back yet. I do not know. No, it says it was served. Overnight mail sent on May 1st. I mean, July 1st. I don't know why I said May. I tell him that all the time, sunset gazing. I said, please be careful. He tells me, I got this. Okay. JD. Was it JD? I think it's JD. I have to look, but I'm pretty sure it said JD. I think them underground mines has a rack. Oh, I agree with that too, Misha. Like I said, I asked Salt, am I right about the meth? He said, absolutely, but it's much bigger than you think. I don't know what that means. He hasn't told me what that means yet. He wants to get every I dotted and every T crossed. The attorney for Candace. Yeah. Is it from the FBI? No, it's not. No more distractions. You just be careful. And Elle, you could be 100% right. Jim may have hit a major nerve. They have so much money. Why not buy him a real farm? See, that's the other thing that Salt's looking into is all the farm stuff. I still say Mom's more involved somehow. And Jim maybe was getting close to uncovering something. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and guess as to what is going on, but that's why we have Salt out there trying to maneuver his way around and see what's really going on. You know, what is Mom a part of? If she's a part of anything. Do y'all believe him? I'm not going to believe who? Airport to transport. Why buy such garbage land? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Unless Mom is part of something much bigger. We just don't know. Yes, Dylan had water rights. Mom said Dylan had water rights. Meth is a nationwide problem, but even bigger in certain areas. When you're in the middle of a desert and, you know, a meth lab blows up and you can't get hurt, it's very easy. He can still uncover a third party. But remember, a lot of what he received, and I called him out on this in the beginning, was what other people told him. I agree with you. David, I 100% agree with you that the parents should be doing, the grandparents should be doing interviews. Totally agree. No, the FBI has not contacted Jim as far as I know. I will honestly say the folks in Montello are really good people. It's a village of good people. We've been punked. Yeah, but Salt, statistically, they are the biggest meth hub in all of that area. So that's from the media. So we haven't been totally punked. I mean, you could be a meth head and still be a good person. Candace's stepson is a drug dealer and got her caught up with his big wigs. Maybe, Christy. It's possible. Get Salt in a call. I don't know if he's ready to talk yet. Maybe he was kidnapped and taken on one of those Pray the Gay Away camps. Yeah, but the thing is, though, I don't think the mom would be. All right, let me put it like this. Salt, can I talk about that picture? The one with the red truck? Can I talk about that? I don't want to put anything out that's not ready to come out yet, so that's why I'm asking him first.
What does this mean?
What?
What does this mean?
Oh, it's not. Maybe someone left it. Where was it?
On the door.
Oh, it's from a real estate agent. Just showing how high the houses are selling.
So you can buy them or someone bought them?
No, what they're worth. That each of these houses are now selling, or they could sell for close to $400,000.
That's insane.
And then 2 that are pending are sold for almost $400,000. It's just a real estate agent.
I thought I meant our houses were bought, and I was like,
No.
what the?
Real estate agent trying to make money. Sorry, my daughter interrupted. Real estate agent left something on the door. Salt said yes. Okay. So Salt sent me this picture today. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. Hold on.
Mom, have you started packing it? Whose sick jacket is this?
Oh, that was mine from years ago.
Sick. You started packing it?
Am I on the live? Yes. Go away. I'll talk to you later.
Is this a brand?
What?
Is this a brand?
That's signed by a lot of musicians.
Where?
All right. So the first picture that I'm going to show you guys. All right. So he believes, hold on, I got to move this. Okay. He believes, this is one of the things Salt saw, that this is a stage spot. He said, you see the semi with the trailer, Dylan didn't have a CDL license. Matter of fact, even the grain truck would require a CDL. Then he went looking to see if he can find that semi anywhere in Montello, and he could not. Could not find anything in Montello. And I said, you sure you looked in the right places? Yeah, CDL, commercial driver's license. You don't need a CDL on private land. Okay. Oh, I agree with that, Karmic. 100% agree with that. All right. That's too blurry. Oh. All right. These pictures, I don't fully understand. And I wish you would explain it. But he's saying you have to study the lines that none of this has ever been touched in 3 years. Truck came from Montreal and a friend took the back home out there. Well, there you go. Okay, this was the red truck I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cars. This is allegedly the search party that the family did. Hey, Bad Wolf. This was the search party that the family put together. That's not a search party. That's 4 trucks and a camper, or 4 trucks and a trailer. How is that a search party? How do you look for your missing 19-year-old with 4 cars? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yes, he did have a snowmobile. Someone had said that yesterday about a snowmobile in the desert. He did have a snowmobile. It's on Facebook. Yes, that's only a portion of the land. It's possible he was working on another section of land. I don't know. And they met far away from the farm. Is that taken before they took Dylan's red truck to Idaho? I never even heard of Candace outside. That's what I'm thinking too. On whose behalf did Jim get served? It's on the East Idaho News. That's a good question, Kyle. Why did he need a grain truck for a crop? They have no problem doing another list search. Yeah, I have no way to make it bigger. I apologize. They think it's the guy that lives on Dylan's land, maybe. That's how it look. Yes, Heavy D. I don't know who Heavy D is, but yes. That's where they met Heavy D. I would just think that you would have more people there. Salt would be next. She'd be getting... No, I don't think so. So what his daughter... All right. Hold on.
Are we leaving the 4th or the 5th?
What?
Are we leaving the 4th or the 5th?
4th at night.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. If Granddad owned a farm, then he knew... Well, I missed that. There's a weird obsession with Christ. But Christy, I thought that was proven. Said there was seed in the truck to be planted, but they say the crop is growing. I'm confused. It's a good point. Oh. I think Dylan was kidnapped, and now that there are so many eyes on the situation, they unalived him. That's possible, Anita. Unlikely, but possible. According to the cease and desist, no. Will it stop him? I don't know. Now, there's another thing Salt said, which I don't know Utah, but let's just, like, he sent me a link. I was kind of surprised. Rumors of satanic rituals, rumors of military and satanic rituals, highly guarded areas like Area 51. That's all the stuff I'm going to send to Tyler and to really look into it, because that's way out of my league. That guy was a false flag. Who was a false flag? No, it can't stop people from talking about cases. Show them. You're going to make me do it. Where is it? All right, you guys ready for this? Be ready. Utah election upended by allegations of ritualistic sex abuse and cannibalizing young children. Incumbent David Levette denies canine-style claims ahead of election. Thank you, B Botanical. Heavy D was sent opposite direction on Salt video. Heavy D also openly stated they did not care for Candace. I honestly have no idea who Heavy D is. June 2nd, 2022. Prosecutor David Levitt. Yeah. I've heard of people get these letters and they still keep talking. Oh, they do. Hang on. All right. What? You should watch a YouTube video. He's a really cool guy. I'll check him out. I mean, I've heard his name all over the case. I don't know who he is. Or a scare tactic? Yes, it can be a scare tactic, but can also go into a real thing. I mean, you can get sued if you don't listen to a C&D. I spoke to him this morning, but not about this. He has not contacted me back about this. I will check again. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Nothing. But to be honest with you, this is just me. There's so many cases out there. Like, I wouldn't be upset. I would just, okay, move on. Talk behind the scenes. I don't get why he would be so upset over it. Just move on. That's just me, though. Travel that part of both states a lot. Everyone knows you stop at Wendover. I'm losing comments. Oh, nope. Money or drugs, money or drugs. One way or another, I think this is simple. It is more professional. Just move on. Doug has me blocked. That's how pathetic this is. He literally has me blocked on his channel. Like, whoa. Okay. Most cases make sense. Truck is a good way talking or kidnapping a person. Put a water up a limit type of, yeah, I don't get that either, Karen. Aiden Clune. Yeah, what's the deal with Aiden? I know a lot of people talked about him, but as you guys know, I'm pretty new to this case. I'm only about a week and a half in, so I don't know all the players. Yeah, I don't know why he blocked me either. But yeah, he blocked me. BHB asks to all assortment files. Freedom of speech is fundamentally about speaking truth to government, not saying it. Yeah, I was going to say that before, that freedom of speech is fine as long as it doesn't hurt another person. Yeah, Doug has me blocked. I even went in yesterday to ask Tyler something, and I was blocked immediately under my one of my alt names. I was like, wow, because I said it was me. Heavy D's Diesel Brothers. Yeah, I've never heard of them. Allegedly, Moms owes money. We don't know. I don't know why Doug blocked me. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. Speaking of block, Bad Wolf, I'm not the one that has her blocked. She has me blocked. We've been through this a lot of times. She has me blocked. I do not have her blocked. Okay, here we go. Here we go. He blocked me. Hold on. We got an answer. He blocked me because you wanted to use his content. Hold on. Without inviting him on your show. That's not why he didn't want me playing it. He wanted me playing it only on his show. That's why he blocked me. Because he said I had to wait 48 hours. So, Mr. I'm not all about money, but all he talks about is money. Only could watch it on his show. And I didn't even want to watch it. Everyone in all the subs were saying to watch it. But it is what it is. Whatever. Oh, extremely greedy. But I knew that from Summer Wells' case. I just want to know, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Anyone that knows Summer Wells knows that. I just thought it was pretty whacked. All right, Aiden Clune case makes sense because he was paranoid from a mental breakdown and new meds. He probably walked into the mountains to run from cops who were sent to help him by parents. I noticed that. Hold on. I noticed that last night, constantly generating money. I know. And then saying how he's not all about money. You don't see me with this running thing about my Cash App and PayPal. My mods drop it, but that's it. You know, I just don't believe in that. If people know how to donate, if they want to donate, if they want to, I could remind them, hey, join membership or buy a candle or something. But I just don't do that. I think it's tacky. And if you're going to, and I do make a living on YouTube, but this is full-time with my other job full-time. So it's not like I'm, but I tell people that, yes, this is my living. This is how I pay my bills, is YouTube. And I'm here to make money and, talk and meet people and everything else. But you never see me sit here and be like, well, like, I don't do this for money, but yes, you do. Stop lying. And that pissed me off. So, but that's just me. I agree, Captain Avi. Right, Dreamcatcher? Like, seriously. And I told Jim this morning, I was willing to put aside all of our differences. He has quarrels with my friends, one very good friend. And I was willing to put all of it aside for this case. And he couldn't do that. So, whatever. You block somebody because they wanted to use your material? Like, okay. Of course, Gray's got to throw in his 2 cents. Oh, I love Adventures with a Purpose. They are so good. Adventures with a Purpose totally solves cases. Nobody could ever say anything bad about them. Nobody. Dylan's case, and your channel doesn't appear in YouTube search. I'm never in the algorithm, ever. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm never in the algorithm. I keep saying I'm going to make Gray a candle, and I keep forgetting. I was going to make one with a funny label. Where are we at on the 10,000 subs, over 4.5 million views? Nanny C candle. Well, she blocked me. Yeah, but it's not her content. It's a TikTok video. But all of you used, I didn't use Jim at all. I've known Jim a long time. Do you go out there? Oh, yeah, Salt's out there now. He's undercover. Undercover. Hey, Rachel. Because Gray doesn't like anybody. Plain and simple. When I hit search live, you were there today. I don't know. Jim was on my show about Jed Hall 2 years ago and sounded like a used car salesman. Completely wrong. Hold on. Completely wrong. As well trashed Adventures. No, you can't trash Adventures with Purpose. Adventures with Purpose is never, they really solve cases. I mean, they find people that nobody has found in 20 years. Out of a lot of creators. Now, this 48-hour stuff is such BS. It's so dumb. It's because it's not about solving cases. I got news for you. And Gray, correct me if I'm wrong. Gray used to. He doesn't do it so much anymore, like the way he used to. But if you look at Jodi Arias, Gray used to do these models and spend time reconstructing crime scenes. He still does it, but reconstructing crime scenes and spending hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, days, nights. I don't know if you've ever been into that kind of editing. And I would guarantee you that if it can solve a case, and as long as you gave Gray credit, Gray would have no problem if you shared it. Like if you're working on a case, then it doesn't matter if, okay, I understand you want to get the views, but it's one thing. Like go, like even you're right, even with Delphi. I don't know much about Delphi. So if Gray put out a video on Delphi and I happen to show it because it's going to help, I don't think Gray would have a problem with it. I don't think he would cry like, no, you have to wait 48 hours. Like, as long as I gave him credit and say, Gray, did this, I did not do this, I don't think he would care. He has, 50 million other things he can make money on. I just know Gray, and I don't think Gray would give two shits. And I wouldn't either. But that's just me. Not everyone is like that. Some people, it has to be seen on their channel because they may not get the views another time. I don't know. If this happened to my son, I agree with you, Dana. I said the same thing. I absolutely said the same thing. I don't understand it unless there is a reason, like a bigger reason, like the FBI doesn't want him to talk or something like that. Then I understand. Or, I just thought of something. Is it possible? And Salt, listen to this. And I literally just thought of this. Is it possible? There's not a lot of Jim haters here. Is it possible that the mom doesn't want this uncovered because it puts her life in danger? Put aside Dylan for a second. Is that possible? That maybe if they uncover something, or if Jim uncovers something, that's going to put her life in danger because they're going to uncover it? I just thought of that. And she wouldn't tell the FBI about that, but that's a big thing. I think that's a very high possibility too. She did a lot. I mean, she's done a lot. Satanic worship happens. Oh, absolutely. Happens everywhere. Anyone turns a case into a circus isn't someone I respect, and that's what Jim does in every case. Lots of newbie true crime people love him. That's Gray makes a valid point. She should, and that's possible too. That Brian, right? Like, I think that's a possibility. Maybe she's afraid if X, Y, and Z get busted, X, Y, and Z get outed, that maybe, just maybe, her life is going to be in danger. Think about it. I don't know why I just thought of that. I don't know if Candace is in on it, but being out there, maybe she knows too much. Maybe her life has been threatened. She can't tell anyone that. She's not going to tell anyone that, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. And the only one that would know that is her. I mean, I would tell the truth. I would say, look, my life is in danger and you can't do this because blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that somebody's going to get killed. Somebody's going to get hurt. And once you uncover this, and if the FBI finds out about it, So think about that though. I think that makes a lot of sense. Sensational and conspiracy get the views and subs with people put together a more likely scenario. That's not true because I put together a lot of likely scenarios and I don't get the views. I had a fight with Jim about that this morning because someone called me that I'm not a creator. Really, bitch? I'm not a creator? Tell me what theories you come up with that you didn't ride on someone else's back. I've come up with my own theories. I don't ride on anyone's ass. Sorry, not sorry. And I wasn't speaking about him per se. I was speaking about somebody else. No one on YouTube is likely to solve a case. No, talking about somebody Jim is in contact with. But seriously, though, there is a lot. The more I think about it, that could really be it. No joke. It really could be it. What's the damn truth, Captain Avi? That I come up with a lot of my own theories? I do. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm always coming up with different stuff. Kind of believe a guy who knows everyone in town and has lived there 33 years to know the town. Do you think in a disappearance of this case, you basically have to consider everything? You do have to consider everything, 100%. No, I'm saying that if she was involved, there is, thank you, Craig, and I am right. She is involved with, she's involved, if she knows that there are meth labs, if she knows that the town is run by, let's say, 5 people, and they own the town, and if they get discovered or they get shut down, maybe that is going to cost someone's life. Maybe that's going to bring less money into something else. Like, everything connects to everything. You know what I mean? That taking away this may not be able to support that. You know what I'm getting at? Like, that's possible. It's possible that this land is funding something else. I don't know. I just got a feeling I might not be so off. I might be off. I'm not sure. You kill my child, you have to kill me too. I agree with that. Oh, what about the piggy, Willow? The government does make money on drugs. So we don't hear from Justin because of Candace. It's all an insane coincidence. It made into actual news stories, but wasn't right. Gray, why do you always fight with everyone? As far as the press and everyone else, believe me, everyone was talking. My theories could be hindering an investigation. They absolutely could, but they're not. So there's that. I think if it's true that Dylan was on the grinder. I don't know about that. Don't touch pig. Oh, I was going to say something about MGL, but I kept my mouth shut. Google Earth is old viewing area. Brian Laundrie was a flash flag. Sorry, not sorry. Just, oh my God. Someone give, wait. Saul, what are you talking about? I'm lost. It can't be my Saul saying that Brian Laundrie is a false flag with actors. Candace would have allowed the family to keep Jim hired. I don't know. Oh, he was joking? Yeah, he scared me for a minute. I'm like, no. Jim got a cease and desist. That's all I know. Yeah, there's no proof Dylan was on Grindr. Just like this video. Where's the video? Someone said there's a video. Where's the video? Show me the video. And I've been asking Jim for this over and over. Show me the video. Where's the video? A lot of people, Brian Laws was psych op. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I still have to eat my foot. Sleuth Mom deleted the video. What video? Oh, salsa would be played in this case too. Who said Sleuth Mom? Oh, that was something Jim said. I don't agree with that, but I don't know. Truck connections. Maybe someone was involved running dry. That's possible too. It could be where she gets her money from. I mean, there's just so many possibilities. But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Thank you, Michael. Michael always sticks up for me. I don't know who he is, but I love him. Even in streams, he doesn't know I'm lurking in. There he is talking nice about me. It's probably Bad Wolf. Cease and desist means nothing if you're a broke ass. Then cease and desist really doesn't mean much. Cease and desist means a lot if you have money to back up a lawsuit following. That's where a cease and desist means something. If another YouTuber who has, under 20,000 subs that, I know struggles, or a single mom or whatever, I wouldn't be worried about it. If a cease and desist is coming from a family that can personally put up $100,000 reward, yeah, I might be a little worried. If you get a cease and desist, absolutely, I would stop talking about it. I would talk about it privately, but I would stop talking about it. I mean, there's a million cases out there. Only if there are actual damages. Well, we don't know if there are. Maybe the damages have to do with her son. I don't know. How could that bar pay $1,200? I agree. Oh, there's definitely drug stuff going on. Hope Dylan is found and gets proper burial. I agree. Jim wrote it for himself and Doug because he doesn't know when to stop. I agree with that too. I've told him that as well. Yeah, but Gravy, isn't that defamation suit would do that? Hey, K-Rox, I got your order. Wouldn't it be a defamation suit that does that? Found a video, Sooth Mom playing Farm Sim. No, he believes that it's Dylan. He never said definitively it was Dylan. He said, I know Jim said that he said it was definitively, but he told me that he never said it was definitively Dylan. He said he believed that it was Dylan based on the name Dylan, and why would they delete it? That's all Salt said. Jim exaggerated that. And I will stick up for Salt with that, so Salt doesn't look stupid. But yeah, I have proof. Like, in text message, he said, I don't know if it was Dylan. I just said, I think it was Dylan, because why they erased the video. I'm using your trademarked item and selling it, making money, kind of damn it. Hey, if you make money, sweet. Yes, you're right about that, Misfit. All Jim has to say is allegedly. I'm using a trademark and selling and making money, kind of damages that can be proved in court. But isn't that for defamation, not for this? I mean, defamation, you have to have monetary damages. But I don't think for a regular lawsuit, I don't know. Is there a lot of tourists? Oh, yeah. Is there a lot of tourists going through that, Salt? Good question. Wadsworth said in an interview that a psychic told him Dylan had been kidnapped. Deformation. That's how I say it. You don't like my New York accent, Hawk? I don't know what to tell you. I say quarter too instead of quarter. Deal with it, woman. From what I'm finding, Stratford Law mostly does. Yeah, I agree, Gray. I definitely agree with that. During June, the sun tunnels are a fun place to be. Very popular spot here in Utah. No, it's for slander, libel, and defamation. Yeah, she didn't say what she was suing for, though. Right now, no one's out there. Semi's trucks are used for human trafficking, kids, and drugs. That's what I'm saying. Is Candace afraid? Not that I'm not saying she's involved in it, but is Candace afraid of uncovering something that can get her killed? Is Candace afraid of someone covering something or finding something out which can get her hurt? Or she could be possibly involved. I don't know. But again, I know we're all in sync in this. If a mom, any of us that are moms or dads, I don't care who talks about my kid as long as they're found. Candace is the one that begged the FBI and Ellie for help. True. All right. The biggest clue to Candace is this. Why did she call and report a missing person while on her way back? Hold on. Well, on her way back to the farm before she even knew he was missing. She said in an interview he could have been hurt. What do you mean? Tulsa will be heading down there tomorrow, hopefully to help in some way, shape, or form. Hey, Crypto, if Salt doesn't come back, I know it's you who killed him. Don't kidnap my Salt. Candace has something to hide. But how do you know she reported him? I said human trafficking meth a long time ago. Well, I didn't know about the human trafficking, but I guess that's everywhere. Because he hadn't answered his phone in days. Okay. Thank you, Captain. Like, I honestly don't know the beginning of this case. I just went knees in last week, a week and a half ago, 8 days, 10 days, something like that. You provide nothing but speculation. Real life, you can leave. Toodles. You want your one-way ticket? I'll give you a one-way ticket. I'll even give you the boot myself. I know, Susie. That's why I ignored him. I don't know who the FBI has interviewed. But people would be much more apt to speak to a regular person than the FBI. I mean, now we all know. The dead cannot sue. Yes, Kathy, that I know. Folks like those get threats. Who's to say so? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Candace is involved with truckers. But in all fairness, Candace could be innocent. She really could. She could be innocent and just fearful for her life. She's this little girl. You know, little girl meaning she's like 4'11". Has an 911 call? No, not that I was able to find. Um, hold on, I hate this because I can't read comments fast. Candace has beefs with everyone. Yeah, comments are moving too fast. It's hard to read. Doesn't the fact that Jim said Adventures of Purpose are hillbillies and disparage their findings of Judd Hall all you need to know about? Yeah, but I don't know what he said, so I can't go. Thank you, Brian. I can't go on somebody else's word. I have no idea. Love the way you handle a channel. Candace may be able to secret. Why, thank you, Brian. She will never. I know. She definitely won't admit it. No doubt about it. And someone could be threatening the family, though. That's what I'm saying. It could broadcast about. You know what? I think I have I don't know if I ever canceled my subscription to that. I think I have a paid subscription for Broadcastify. C&D was the lawyer for the family. Oh, he's in here? Yeah, you can block him. He blocks me, so I'll block him. He said it on one of the channels, either Sleuth Mom or another. Did he really? Kansas always kept your focus on what? The same old, same old. It's been a month and nothing. It speaks professional. That's true, too. You can't say that, Al. We don't know if she is. I might order for a friend of mine. Okay. Have you checked the new site and see if shipping is cheaper? Shipping might be cheaper on the new site. Go, Laura, go. What did I do? No, I do. I think because when Brad died, we were trying to get the call, like the dispatch. So you needed a Broadcastify account. I don't think I ever canceled it. I'll have to look. I can't do it now. I got to get off in a few minutes. I got to pack. It's likely that Ellie, but that's what I'm saying too, especially if they think there's more to it. Candace was cheating on her ex with truckers nationwide. Well, that's a speculation. I can't deny it. Maybe. I am going away with the fam. Did you ever see that DNA solve? The DNA solved my channel, funded Daniel. Check out New York Post. I definitely will, Gray. That's not nice. What's not nice? Can someone show Tariff Tariff, let me ask you something. Before you guys boot him, I want him to answer this question. Okay, Tariff, here's my question to you. Did you see any of my viewers, any of my Patreons, or any of my subscribers go into Doug's stream and say something like that? Please tell me that. That would be a hard no. So who's the dense one? Who's the piece of shit subs? That would be you. Now you earned yourself a one-way ticket, and I will personally give you the boot. You've earned a one-way ticket to Grace Channel. None of us do that. I would be mortified if people do that. Like, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, who does that? And then they call other people idiots. No, you're the idiot. Thank you, Sleepy Queen. You know what I mean, though? Like, the only people that do that are the idiots. My people would never do that. My followers would never do that. None of us would, exactly. I wouldn't even troll doing that. It's tacky. It's just gross. All right, here we go. My daughter was kidnapped, and I got as many people as I can to help. I also want to listen to people saying bad things, but I had to take it with a pinch of salt. Candace seems opposite for some odd reason. I agree with that. I really do agree with that. And that's what we've been trying to say is that, when you have a missing child, you want as many people. And Quinn, I have to ask, did your daughter come back okay? Do I want the answer? Because I hope they did. Salt does have a channel, right? Don't you have a channel? Yeah, these are not drama lives. Candace is odd. I'll agree with that. You found her after 10 days. I'm so glad you found her. I was afraid you were going to say something else, so I'm so glad you found her. Anyone could go on shows and start accusing people right and left with salacious fables. How does that help solve a case? Candace seems to be type A. See, I don't know, Lisa. I haven't watched her enough because I just see her as somebody that is looking for a child. You know? That's how I see it. I'm not interested in channel, I'm just a truth seeker. Guy was arrested and got 14 years. Good, I'm glad. And thank you guys so much for the super chat. Really appreciate them. And don't forget, order a luxury candle at energycandles.com. ENERGIE. Tyler's candles went out this morning. His manly man candles. What do you think? What do I think happened to Dylan? I'll tell you what I think happened to Dylan. I think Dylan is no longer with us. I think Dylan was killed. I haven't really figured out why yet, but there's like a kingpin above him. There's somebody above him that wanted him killed. They told them to kill Dylan, and they killed him, and they got rid of his body. That's what I think happened. No, I just mailed it today. I love Tyler. Candace, and I agree with that Freudian slip. I said that from the beginning. I totally said that from the beginning. And now I don't know who the person that would have ordered it is. I don't know. Thank you, Sleepy. We're just going to my sister-in-law's. I just do think that there was somebody, he got involved in something, and it was a local. It has to do with the meth labs. But Salt could come back and tell me I'm, way far off. I don't know. I'm only guessing what I think. See, everyone keeps saying Chase. I think Chase got blown up in a meth lab. I do. I don't know if he was. That's all based on Jim's info. So I don't know. Why does everybody think Chase helped murder? No, I think for something in my gut, Carrie tells me that that he was going to out it. He was like, maybe it was on his land. Maybe he was going to out it. Maybe he was like going to get somebody in trouble if they didn't do what he said. I feel like somehow that's what we're going to find out. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the case of that Chase did it for drug money. That's possible. What the hell's the name of the kid? The name of the movie it was based on was Alpha Boy, I think it was called. Alpha Dog. I can't think of the name of the kid. But he was killed over pot, and he was killed by a group of guys, a young kid killed by a group of guys because their ringleader had told them to kill the kid. So it makes me think that maybe, I mean, that was only pot, but it makes me think maybe something like that was going on. Maybe Kurt was a ringleader. Maybe the mom was a ringleader. I do not know. But I definitely think Chase was involved with a meth lab blow up, and that's why he went there with blood and no shoes. Oh, drugs are definitely involved. We just don't know at what part. Candace told Dylan not to be picking up strangers. I have a few takes on this case. I feel pretty good about it. Could be jealousy. I don't know about jealousy because I don't know what he was doing out there in the first place unless mom or grandparents were involved. That's the part I don't know. That's the part I can't seem to figure out. When you want to, yeah, but if you're cooking meth, if depending on your boots, you may not be able to wear shoes because of the steel, if you have steel tip boots. That's another thing, Christy. That's another possibility. Did he witness something shady? Oh, Chase said it was, I believe. Chase is the one that said it. Oh, I'm sorry, Anita. Yeah, people get killed over anything. Chase hated Kurt and wanted to kill his boyfriend or her. It's possible. These are actors. Actors for what? The steel is inside. Steel toes don't spark. Oh, someone said that his boots may have had steel on the outside, on the bottom, like steel taps or something. I don't know. But the way the trailers looked out there, I see meth. I do. They get killed blowing up on meth labs. Absolutely. See, when Salt told me that it's much bigger than I think and in a different direction than what we were told, it kind of makes me think. Like, I agree, the boots were left on purpose. It kind of makes me think that, is this way bigger than what we think? Is this way bigger than, just your standard meth labs? Like, I even asked Salt at one point this morning, is the government involved in this? He's like, no, wrong track. Because that's what I was thinking. Like, maybe the government's involved. Maybe the military is involved. Because he did say there's a lot of military land out there. A lot of military farmlands. Yeah, Chase had no shoes. Now Dylan has no shoes. Aaron Wadsworth is in jail for fentanyl. That doesn't surprise me, though. A lot of fentanyl around. Yeah, that's another thing, Mark. That's a good point. Do we know if there was anything missing? If there was anything missing, was equipment missing, trucks missing, was anything missing? Does anyone know that? Because I haven't heard anything. Yeah, which doesn't make sense to me, Black. Why would they put fentanyl and meth? It's two totally different drugs. 41-year-old dead man was barefooted. No shit. No, the mom said 60,000 was accounted for. The mom had said that. Dylan's wallet, keys, and cell phone. They would steal anything. I agree with that. South Americans and gangs have been deported. The meth op is likely very... Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm with you on that it's much bigger than we think. Dylan's handgun is missing? $21 to Don. Yeah, fentanyl is big. But I know the fentanyl is used in meth because before my ex died, the girl he was doing meth with had told me that he said to her, I think this shit's being cut with fentanyl. And she had said, what makes you think that? He said, the way you feel. Like meth isn't supposed to make us feel like, our bones hurt and we're achy. And that's not a come down from meth. He's like, I really think someone's cutting this shit with fentanyl. I said, why the hell did you two keep doing it? So I know it's being cut in fentanyl all over. I mean, I know it's being cut in meth. It ultimately may be what caused this demise. Could he possibly took the pistol and committed suicide? Nah, why would he commit suicide? There's no reason for this kid to commit suicide. Heroin dealer used to put in cocaine to get them addicted. It is a lethal combo. Trafficking is the biggest money earner. Say drug ring after money. Dylan parks seed truck and ambushed by Chase. Beat Dylan in a truck. Sprayed blood. Off truck. Tossed boots. Went through truck looking for leftover seed money and buried Dylan. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he was suicidal. But why does everybody have no boots out there? That's the other thing. It's time for the female that works with Justin. And some of what you said on there would definitely make Candace mad. Time someone committed suicide and said, yeah, but there really was no reason to. And I agree with you. Anything is possible. You're right, Craig. Anything is possible. Aliens could have taken him right out of his boots. You're right. See, and I agree with that too, Freddie and Slip, that all of a sudden 60,000 is accounted for. Because I heard the mom say that myself. I forgot where maybe on Idaho Live, but she definitely said it. Hey, Carrie, she definitely said that 60,000 they're recovered or something. Serial killer signature. Boots? Again, the story came from who? Candace. No, that they said that he borrowed 50,000 from the grandparents. I think that came from Jim. Can someone get rid of Tanya? I got no tolerance for idiots. Talk to the people who live just north. Didn't they just get arrested? Maybe Chase thought he left money or drugs in the trunk if Dylan actually gave him a ride and he went to get it. I don't know. He's a young man, not a boy. You're right. I still call women girls. I don't know. I just speak boy girl. Don't take it personal. Less of a footprint without boots. But who's doing it? You're right, Captain Avi, but who's doing it? Think about it. The guy that was found dead that they found had no shoes on. Chase had no shoes on. Maybe Chase, I mean, here's a wild theory. Maybe Chase, whoever was trying to kill Chase, he gave up Dylan instead. He said, save me. I'll give you somebody to kill. Maybe he gave up Dylan. Maybe it's a big satanic cult and a satanic ritual and Chase got away. It's a totally wild speculative theory, but think about it. The Buddha, that's what I'm saying. Who's the last farmer that Jim was talking to? Said a lot of things about officials in the area. You can buy 40 acres for under $8K. Not with water, though. 41-year-old man still unidentified. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's some sick satanic ritual. And Chase got away from it. And Chase told them, I'll give you someone else. And gave up Dylan. I don't know, maybe. It sounds crazy, but think about it. It may not be so crazy. Dylan was arrested. That led to his arrest from the warrant affidavit. Said a person of interest, DH, told him about the black powder guns. The boots are very weird. His parents like a goodbye, but I don't understand why the person, I don't know. That's why I said maybe it's some satanic ritual. You can't have shoes. Chase said he lost his gun in the desert and Dylan picked him up. And then Chase had Robert take him out to Dylan's to find his gun. I don't know. I think he's alive and was trafficked. I don't know, but I could just keep thinking, like, I always had Chase, like, blow up in a meth lab, just blew up in a meth lab. But now that I think about it, maybe he got away from something. Maybe he told them, get out. Sweet crazy, and you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of people who don't have any answers, who automatically rule somebody out. I'm sick of people like that. So go to Gray's channel. We have no answers. Anything is possible. Anything. You can't rule anybody out. And anyone that rules anyone out, you're not a true crime person. Because whether someone's kid is missing or not, 90% of kids that go missing, it happens from the family. Yeah, I'm throwing Gray out there as a joke. But 90% of missing kids, it's from the family. So to say just because she has a missing kid, she's not involved is ignorant and not something I'll allow on my channel. So have a good day. What is Gray mad at? Gray's always mad at something. Dylan had money hidden. Yeah, I don't know if he had money hidden. If he had money hidden, then they wouldn't know about it. And that is my original thought, Craig, that it's drugs and money related. Alpaca guy is Dave. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him. Forget the meth house. Yeah, I wouldn't move out there either. Imagine the bugs, scorpions, and what about Tyler? Oh, did I say Tyler instead of Dylan? I meant Dylan. Did I say Tyler? Oh, the Paco guy's name is Ty. But Gray has a dungeon in his basement. Alpaca guy is Ty Corbin. No, Gray's not mad that we're speculating about this. Gray doesn't like Jim. But I didn't know Jim said that about Adventures with a Purpose. I'm looking into the shoes. I want to know why nobody has shoes. With two guns walking along the road, according to Alpaca guy, should have been arrested then and there. Yeah, we're all just speculating. Too warm for shoes? Nah. Not in May. It gets cold there at night. Chase a felon to can't own guns. That's true too. Easy move. No, someone's right though about the footprint. You ever looked into missing 411? No, I don't think so. All right, I'm more afraid of the snakes than any militia group. I haven't seen any militia groups, but seen shitloads of snakes. Yeah, but Salt, don't forget if my instincts are right about how big this meth ring is, you're not going to see the militia. They're going to be really quiet. That's the difference. They're going to be, especially with the FBI around, they're not going to go to them. They're going to stay far away from them. They're not going to give the FBI any inkling that they have underground meth labs. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, see, it was 49 degrees. Because they were caught stealing, so they leave them in the desert with no shoes. The thing is, though, like, he has to be in an underground bunker somewhere. He has to be. Because if he wasn't, why haven't they found him? Really, Gray? Why is the meth lab theory a good one? Because it connects all the dots. That's why. And because I thought of it, but because it connects all the dots. That's why. Mena, Arkansas. No, I have not. Yeah, they're not going to go. They're not going to lead anybody. They think they're being watched. You're not going to see them come out at all. Gray, if you connect all the dots of what has been said, there are meth labs being all over there, besides lots of other things. Not only meth, fentanyl. Yeah, but you don't make fentanyl, right? You don't make fentanyl. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there has to be cameras somewhere. Somewhere. Someone was keeping somebody against their will. Taking their shoes was a thing. That's possible, too. Meth lab, why? But I don't know why his boots were left behind. I really don't. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. James and Don individual, 22 caliber story was ridiculous. Dylan agreed to murder Chase and he rescued Chase. Maybe the militia killed him. Maybe. 30 years. Why live there 2 days without water? They might have paid. Oh, that's true too, Christy. I didn't think of that. Could be a trucker. That's what the mom said. The mom said he had one pair of shoes. Then I'll come from China and through other countries. That's what I'm saying, Sonia. There's got to be some kind of cameras somewhere. Killed a dirt pile and left the boots to load them in the truck. Possible. You should play the last video I just uploaded, only 5 minutes long, and explains Don's 22 caliber story. All right, hold on. Oh, you mean, Gray, I can play a video that you just uploaded? Wow, imagine that. Gray. The one from 3 hours ago, the friend tells story? All right. Look, Gray doesn't make me wait 48 hours for some ridiculous fucking thing. Because Gray is a real creator. Like him or hate him. All right. Let me...
that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately.
And let me all just put out there that Gray, what you're seeing right here in his intro, he created all that. He didn't take it from anyone. He didn't pay anyone for it. That's his. Like, he created that. And I've always been impressed with that.
So Don Hill told us that he didn't mention the .22 caliber rifle when interviewed before because he had been owed money by the rifle's original owner and that he felt he should have a claim over the .22 caliber rifle that Brenner asked him to store to cover the debt. He explained to us that the rifle had been left in a trailer on the property where Brenner had been living. I mean, so let me go back in time, all right? So let's just think of it like this. There's this rifle sitting in a random trailer with nobody living in it. There's a .22 caliber rifle sitting in a random trailer somewhere. Just keep that in your mind. Wow, isn't that weird? There's a .22 caliber rifle sitting in a random trailer somewhere. Then one day, a guy named Brenner moves into the trailer, and he's living there. And by God, he's got muzzle loading rifles, 3 of them. Then Dylan Rounds goes missing, and then he's interviewed by police on the 7th of June, and then right after that brings the 3 muzzle loaders and the .22 caliber that he just sort of finds in this mobile home or whatever, trailer, brings them over to Don Hill's house and says, hey, can you take care of these for me? Man, the last time law enforcement interviewed me, I lost everything I had. And Don Hill, being a good guy, says, sure, Brenner, I'd love to. I'd love to. Then the box elder and the FBI come over to Brenner's house and say, hey, what's going on? Do you know anything? Oh, well, check it out, man. This guy named Brenner, he dropped off 3 muzzle loaders here the other day. Wow, isn't that crazy? And he told them the story that he didn't want them to be taken. He didn't mention the .22 caliber to the box elder sheriff's department or the FBI, but the next day when they came back over, he probably thought better of it and went, wow, okay. All right, listen, I did have the .22 caliber rifle too, and I have that one also. I just didn't tell you about it because whoever left that gun randomly in the trailer, whoever knows when that was and how you knew that it was the guy who owed you money who left it in the trailer, but that guy owes me money, and I thought, why should I tell you? Because you're going to take the gun and I'll never get my money back. So I didn't tell you, and I was going to keep it as compensation. Wow. I mean, does anybody, how in the hell would he even know who left the gun in the trailer to know who, you know, like, let's see, a guy named Steve owes me money. And then all of a sudden, what does he just tell me? Hey, Gray, I left the 22 caliber in a trailer at some point. I do owe you money. If you ever run across it, go ahead. How come that part of the story is ludicrous? Absolutely ludicrous right there. I think that there's something to do with that 22 caliber that has something to do with, I think there's a good chance that 22 caliber, well, I don't know if it's a good chance, but to me, it seems like that weapon might have something to do with something here. Because that one is a really strange outlier situation. How do we even know that Brenner brought the 22 over there and he was, but maybe Don's just saying he brought it over because it's an unregistered, like it's a gun that can't be traced back to Don, but Don knows that Brenner's a felon, so just says, yeah, he brought them all over here. I didn't tell you about this one, but here you go, in case it leads back to when you finally find Dylan, there might be a bullet that was shot from this gun, but by God, it wasn't mine. It was Brenner who brought it over here.
Okay, so Gray, the part that I disagree with, I don't know how familiar you are with the desert drug world, but his story would make sense to someone who lives in that kind of world. I know to a normal person it sounds crazy, but in that world, it does kind of make sense. I know that sounds crazy, but it does. You just have to put yourself in that world. And it's very hard too if you've never been from that world. But it really is possible. I'm an ex-felon who did time many months ago. Going to dox myself. Nah. 22 has killed every animal in the world. Yeah, I don't know much about guns, though. Am I the only one who's going another Candace and another Don? Nope. I think it was niece Leslie who put together all of the names and they were identical. Like literally identical. I think niece put together like 7 names that were the exact same. It was so weird. I was like, wow, you're right. He probably just didn't want his guns taken by the feds. It's just muzzle loaders and a 22. Things can be found in mines. That is correct. Laura, ask Gray about Candace. Yeah, what do you think of the mom, Gray? Now, I do know, I haven't watched Gray's coverage on the case, but knowing Gray for as long as I do, Gray probably goes back to what I said the other day. It's Occam's razor. He definitely doesn't think this is complicated, that it's simple. I might be wrong. No, I understood what you said. Chase and Brenner were new to the area. Yeah, I don't know about muzzle loaders. My stepdad took his life with a 22. It can definitely murder. I'm sorry, Lana. Do you think the mom's involved at all in any capacity? Maybe even in fear for her life? Do you think the mom is acting odd? She's a bit hot-headed. I've interviewed her. Oh, you interviewed her twice? And she's going through an awful time. And I agree with that. Missing person case the worst on family. And I said that from the beginning. Is simple money dope? It's possible. They're not going to find their son. Picking leads, they only want to follow instead of all the... And I agree with that too, Tammy. I think Dylan was preyed on. That's possible too. Thank you, Gray. Yeah, thank you, Gray, for allowing us to play that. And mods have been dropping Gray's link as well. I want you to know this live was supposed to be 45 minutes max. And what am I at? 2 hours? I'm getting nothing accomplished. Mom is acting odd, but she has the weight. Someone saw him as an easy target. Yeah, but who? That's the question. Who? And why was Gray? Why was Chase bloody? Why does nobody have shoes on? I mean, these are answers that I want to find. The shoe thing is really weighing on me. There's far more information. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but is there? Do they really have more information? And what do you think of Aiden, Gray? You think Aiden's connected? Another one with no shoes? The world is better with Gray in it. Yeah, unless he's calling you an idiot. But to answer someone before, no, Gray, I would go to Gray's house if he ever blocked me. Is that where Jim the neighbor lived? Close to, yes. How the parents, maybe Chase was being hunted. I don't know. I just want to know why nobody has shoes. Don't go to his basement. Chasing will find me. She'll get me out of the basement. Rebecca mom feels bad for never going to Dylan's farm. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't go check up on your kid either. And that's another thing, Mama. Why was the mom never there? What shady shit went on that mom never wanted to go check up on her son? Mom obviously wanted to stay away from there. Something's not right. I'm telling you, something's not right. Oh, Aiden had shoes. He was taking them off when crossing roads, then putting them on in dirt because he was paranoid. And seems to be a victim. Was it that or was it drugs? I think Brenna lived in one of the. I think Brenna was a squatter. I don't think he lived anywhere. She knew it was bad. Exactly. I don't know why she would let her son go there. Oh, they definitely had a strained relationship. Dylan's dad had never been there either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something's not right. Good point. Excellent point, Sonia. If they all stayed away, how'd she know his habits regarding his farm life? Maybe Dylan was taken for Chase's debt. You know, like I said, maybe Chase got away and Dylan and gave up Dylan. Mom's got tons of issues. Yeah, the bar's only open one a day. It was ridiculous. Could it be Dylan got drunk or high and fell? I don't know. Why would he have his shoes off, though? Why would... See, you have to remember, when you're connecting the dots, Dylan's shoes were perfectly placed. It's not like they found him, all scuffled in, the middle of the desert. They just found his shoes or something like that. Then I would say that. But his shoes were perfectly placed. They were planted there for a reason. What that reason is, I don't know. But they were there for a reason. Yeah, you don't fall out of your shoes. I agree. Brian, that I don't know. It's a good question. You always see mom. Yeah, I would never let my kids live in a place that I wouldn't go visit, especially without a dog or anything. Chase did it there would be... No, I'm not saying that Chase did it. I'm saying that maybe Chase gave him up to somebody that was coming after Chase. Aiden went to meet Dylan to possibly work for him. Or Kurt's brother had Dylan get a hold of a guy and in return would let Dylan go, just like Kurt did to those three women. You mean Chase? It's possible. Yeah, the shoes were in plain view, not hidden. I agree. Mom definitely could have guilt issues. I know I would. I mean, who wouldn't at that point? Wasn't Chase caught by police with a rifle and a pistol? I don't remember. details. I know Chase is in jail. I think Chase told him something about Dylan's business partners, and Dylan got nosy around. Well, that's what I said too, Willow. I said that originally, that maybe it's just that, he found out that someone was growing drugs or something on his land, and he got mad and he was going to out them or tell them, look, you can't do this. And then he was killed for it. Someone told me Don lives further away, and I think that's why. Scott had the woman tied up. Someone was coming for Dylan. He had guns, shot her. Yeah, where's the noise from it? Somebody knows something. And if it's here's the thing. If it's somebody in jail, they can use it as bargaining power. Give me full immunity and I'll tell you everything I know. They could use it as bargaining power. If I was in jail, I would. I'll tell you guys everything you know. I'll lead you to the body, but I get full immunity and I will not go to jail. That would be a smart bargaining tool. So that's why Dylan would put out on Craigslist. The story was told to us by who? Candace. Did Chase tell Dylan who beat him? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they want to arrest James and lean on him for more info. James might, but the FBI said James had nothing to do with it. She was never there to begin with since she abandoned her kids. True that. Mom knows a lot. She's like, see, my gut kind of tells me that too, Freudian slip. Hey, Joseph. No, they did say. They said that this is not connected to Dylan Round's case. Who goes from Canada to Utah have a general label for 3 days? Nobody. Oh, the arrest isn't related. Okay. So Wadsworth and the other, yeah, that call was ridiculous. That call with crime time with Jess or whatever with Kurt was ridiculous. I can't work for 35 days because I'm so distraught. Bitch, sit down. You ain't distraught. Dylan did say his grandma on the phone. That barefoot man seemed like he was high, and that's why he told the grandma. I would love to talk to the grandparents. Kurt basically acknowledged that militia exists. I'm telling you, the militia is to watch the labs, is to watch the meth labs from the, strays, from the meth people. I can't think of the word. Drugs won't grow out there. No, you make meth. You don't grow it. Mother abandoned him. No one knows that for sure. I'm not. KT, I don't know. I'm not saying she did or she didn't. I was reading a chat. She's had him abducted in Mexico. What? DH is a person of interest that gave the information about Brennan guns to law enforcement. He said they police each other out there, so the militia would be on Kurt's side, not on Chase's side. You keep repeating the same thing. Why did Candace jump the gun and file a missing persons report before she knew in fact he was missing? I don't know. And why'd she take the damn truck before they could print it? Don't know that either. I'm telling you, it could be as simple as she thinks her life's in danger. That if all this stuff is uncovered, her life is in danger. It's possible. Dillenberg squatters and meth lab folks that he had money, maybe. Alleged, that's according to Kurt he did. Doesn't make it true. but according to Kurt, he did. But on that note, I am like 2 hours over what I was supposed to be. I have to get this stuff done. I have to get laundry done. I got to pack Dayton for a week. We got to pack for a few days, and nothing is done yet because I went live. So I gave Jim a couple of hours to come forward and answer and speak to me, answer this, and I got nothing. Crickets. Total crickets. No response on a text either. So there's that. Wadsworth tonight? No, he failed on me, and he can't. I guess he can't talk about the case, but he has ignored me. He has not answered me at all. I spoke to him this morning, and that was it. But like I said, I worked way too hard on my channel to lose it for this cease and desist. I'm not trying to play like that. But Salt's boots on the ground. I will get a hold of. Hopefully, I'm going to try to work some stuff over the weekend. And we'll see. I'm in a hotel with the dog. I think half the kids are coming with me and half of them are staying at my sister-in-law's. I don't know what we're doing, but either way, I will see you guys either from the road or at night. It could have been, I know he hasn't texted me back about anything. All he said to me this morning was, after we were fighting, it's not my fault if I can't get a hold of them. This one, yeah, but then don't tell my viewers that it's a definitive, because that's fucked up. So take the weekend off of YouTube. I try that, but I'll never be able to, I promise. I'll be like sitting in the hotel room. Me and Fluffer will be bored. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. I definitely will not be back tonight. I can guarantee that, unless some major news breaks and it's more important than getting my house ready for a friend of mine that's coming to take care of Buka. So that's the only way I'll be live. You won't miss me for 3 days. Believe me, I know what happens if I take off for 3 days. I'll be gone. I lose subs. I lose everything. I love you too, Clarissa. So I will see you guys later. Clarissa, did you ever get in Patreon? Because I haven't seen you join the link. So yes, and Salt, we'll still keep in touch. We'll stay in touch, but be careful, be safe. And I will see you guys later. Peace. And thank you guys for the super chats, PayPals. Don't forget, order your candles, even though I can't make them till I get back. Or the orders I have now, I'm going to make tonight and then mail them out as soon as I get back on Tuesday. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Be good. Have a safe 4th of July. If for some reason I meet the man of my dreams in Illinois and I get whisked away into the sunset, hey, you never know. Things can happen. But unless that happens, I'll see you guys later. All right? Peace out. And have a wonderful 4th.